All right, welcome to this first outdoor spring Qigong routine. Nice enough outside that I can even comfortably be barefoot. Super nice. So let's start off. Buddha holds up the earth. Breath in. Bring that breath to the belly, the chest, the collarbones. Take a small pause at the top and then release. So we're just going to open up the mechanics of the breath first. So we got this belly breath, chest, collarbones, letting the breath be mechanically big. And release. Let's do one more just like it. So that big full belly, chest, collarbones, hold at the top, and then enjoy that release. And now let's do two where we allow the breath to actually be a little more subtle. So it still does move belly, chest, collarbone, but there's a subtlety, a quietness to it. A couple times in this routine, we'll make the breath big, and then we'll quiet it down to its actual normal size. When we pay attention to the breath, we tend to make it bigger than it needs to. Sometimes if we just intentionally go big, it allows us to go small in a way that's very helpful. Nice. Let's go open up the side body now, connecting heaven and earth. So with a breath in, we'll open the side. With a breath out, little fingers spiral in towards the center. And a breath in to open. So here, let's allow the breath to go big again. We're going to use the breath in to create this fascia stretch from the inside out. So a breath in, slight lean away, and a breath out, little fingers spiral in towards the center. And a breath in to expand, and a breath out. Nice. Then come to a wide leg stance. We're going to do a little twisting motion with the breath in. Bring the hands towards the center, and with a breath out now, we'll press away, palms pushing away from each other. A breath in and a breath out. A breath into the center, come into a small squat, and a breath out to press away. So a little rotation, a little twisting. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. And back to center. And now as we've got this wide leg stance, let's begin to open up the inner thighs. And then let's begin to open up the side body. So to do that, the hips lead the motion and the upper body follows. You just feel how that opens up the side body, still keeping the feet with this nice sense of integrity. And then when you're ready, you can set the arms to flight. So they trail the body. As soon as the arms come up, there's a tendency to shift the weight into the balls of the feet. And so just feel what that is to actually keep the weight into the heels. You'll feel like it gives you more control. And with that control, you also have the ability to open the side body just a little more. And then let's come to center. Hinge forward. Release the back of the neck. Let the crown of the head go towards the earth, and now the tailbone goes towards the sky. Steady breathing. Your breath rate's probably up a little bit. Your heart rate's up a little bit. And so we're in a great place now for our swimming dragon. Let's take the little more energetic version of swimming dragon to start, and then we'll dial it in, refine it a bit. So in a horse stance, where we allow the tailbone to drop towards the earth, the palms come together. Before we even start, feel the softness in the chest between the shoulder blades. The breath is steady, in and out through the nose the whole way on this one. And then shift to the side, pressing the hands to the opposite side that you're looking. Breath in as we come to the center, and a breath out to press. Breath into the center. And a breath out to press. Now that front arm is just pushing towards straight. Doesn't have to go straight, it's just pressing towards it. Breath into the center and a breath out. Breath into the center and a breath out. One more time to each side. And then let's hold our center. We're going to build a little bit of heart energy, a little bit of heat. A breath into the belly, and as you breathe out, feel the energy travel up through the crown of the head. Breath into the belly, breath out, energy travels to the crown of the head. And then let's step it in. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to take Repulse the monkey now as a way to take this energy that we've created and use it to help clear. So where we can do some purging activities where there's really an energetic purge, a really kind of physical, big breath in, big breath out. We're going to use a subtle breath here and take it as more of an energetic release. So with a breath in, we gather energy. Let's keep the breath subtle. And then with that subtle breath out, we press through. Now the beauty of doing it this way is we take the breath that nourishes the body, but our mind doesn't get distracted by the noise of a big breath in. And what that means is we get to allow the mind to focus a bit more on the perceiving energy, releasing energy. So a breath in, and here's the part where we clear. We just clear out any negative thinking, negative thoughts, feelings. If we're dialing into the wood element, we can take a little recreation in acknowledging and releasing feelings of anger, frustration, feeling that leave the body and make way for kindness, generosity, creativity. Release. Let's step the feet in. Let's do our centering motion. So one hand rests under the lower abdomen, the other gathers energy, brings that energy down through the center of the body, releasing tension in the mind, releasing tension in the heart, and allowing that energy just to rest. One more time, breath in. It's easy to release at this point. Just give this gentle nudge to the system to let go of that tension, and then allow that energy to rest. As you allow the energy to rest, the tailbone naturally sinks towards the earth. The footprint gets a little stronger. And it actually helps pull our mind into the lower dantian. So take a few moments to just bathe in this place now. A little more settled, a little more free. Then let's make that easy transition into bamboo in the wind. Same position. We're just going to allow a little movement to come through the body. So feel that solid rooting into the earth that extends well beyond your footprint on the earth. And when you've connected to that, allow the upper body to rock and sway with the energy you can sense, realizing that that energy you feel inside, that energy you feel on the outside, all the same. And then as you're ready, allow yourself to come to a place of stillness in the outside body. Or recognize this stillness in the mind. And just bathe for a few moments. And going forward, allow this practice to let creativity bloom in your life like spring wants to. Thank you for your practice. In the description, you'll find a link to a document that I've created to just help magnify your time on the mat. In other words, it's things that you can do with your diet, with your wake-sleep cycles, just essentially how you live the rest of your day as a way to magnify the time that you put in on the mat. Also in the description is information on the Breathe Your Truth Qi Gong Subscription. Now this subscription gets you access to the one class a week that I drop, but more importantly, it has information that is designed to help you design your own practice. So you're not dependent on dialing up your computer, pulling out your phone, looking at an iPad. You can actually start to learn the patterns, learn the key movements so that you can go off, design your own program. Maybe you've got 5 minutes and you want to just bust out a few breath and movement patterns that give you a bump in your day. We're giving you the tools to do that. So if you're interested in that, join the subscription. If you've got questions, send me an email, david@breatheyourtruth.com. Comments, well, leave them in here. I love getting comments. Like, subscribe, all of that. Mostly, enjoy.